I first began teaching before I became a lawyer. I taught in several schools in New Orleans through Loyola University's street law program. Both teaching and practicing law have many similarities. One, they're both about communication, and two, they're about trust. As a teacher, you explain complex ideas in ways that we can use, and as a lawyer, you do the same, making sure clients understand the process and feel confident every step of the way. Most of my clients come to me in a bind. Being able to guide them through a process and guide them through the uncertainty from beginning to resolution is incredibly rewarding.
I first started teaching and mentoring in college through a program called Breakthrough, where I had the privilege of teaching sixth graders. I loved breaking down ideas in a way that empowered them. I use that same approach with clients today. Most clients that come to me are scared, overwhelmed, and unsure about the future. They're looking for clarity and for someone to take that weight off their shoulders. At Sasieta Law, we guide people through life's hardest challenges, whether it's personal injuries, homeowners insurance claims, or family law. We are there for you.
I reached out to Sasieta Law because I realized that the relationship that I was in was verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, and I didn't want to have that kind of relationship, especially considering that I had my son. I didn't want him to grow up seeing that relationship between his mom and his dad. At that point, being a mom, it's choosing and knowing what's going to be the best path for my son. When I first reached out to Sasieta Law about possibly going through the divorce, I had a lot of mixed emotions. There was a lot of sadness. There was a lot of, is this really happening? And then as the process went on, I started to get a little bit more relief, kind of knowing that this is the hardest part. And ultimately, like, everybody will be better off in the long run. My first impression with contacting them was that they were very knowledgeable. Dana was very understanding, and she was very sympathetic about the situation I was going through. And she was able to make sure that I had all of my concerns addressed and kind of provided me with the timeline of what was going to happen. I'm no longer stressed out. My son is thriving. He has more stability in his life. So overall, a lot happier. I would highly recommend Alejandro and Dana Sasieta. They're going to make sure that your concerns are addressed. They'll make sure that you get the best outcome.
One thing I want people to remember is that you don't have to go through this alone. The right law firm can protect you and help rebuild your life.
If you're facing some of life's difficulties, call Sasieta Law, where strength meets compassion.